guys been up to?
What have you been up to? What have you been up to means tell me a little bit about your day. We usually use this phrase when we see someone after maybe a day or a couple of hours or maybe even after a week to tell them to tell us about their week or day. Sometimes it's after how are ya? So you might say to your friend, hey, how are ya? I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to?
Hey, what have you guys been up to?
Your friend might say, nothing, I've been working, I've been studying, and stuff like that. Let's try it with my son. I see him after school day. Technically, that would mean that he was away for about 6-7 hours. And I say, hey, Kian, how are ya?
I'm good.
How was your day?
It's good.
What have you been up to?
I went to school.
Anything special?
No.
All right.
Same old, same old.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, what have you guys been up to?
Oh, we went to a self-defense class today.
Self-defense class. There are many different types of classes that you could take to protect yourself. You might take a karate class. You might take some kung fu class.
Oh, we went to a self-defense class today.
A self-defense class would be one that teaches you to protect yourself. You might learn. What do you learn in such classes, Kian? You learn to,
Punch.
or maybe you even learn to.
Kick.
Oh, we went to a self-defense class today.
Self-defense classes are not only about attacking others by punching, or as Kian said, by kicking. You learn how to defend yourself.
We went to a self-defense class today.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we can kick anybody's ass.
To kick somebody's ass means you are strong enough to beat somebody. If they fight you, you can beat them. Now, it doesn't really mean that you have to kick them. It could be anything. It means you're stronger than them.
So now we can kick anybody's ass.
Now, I'm sure that you have heard of Hulk, the big green guy, like a superhero. Now, I think Kian likes that guy, but if I'm fighting Hulk, do you think I can kick his ass?
No, he'll kick your ass real bad.
I agree. I'm never going to challenge him because he can kick my ass.
After one class? I don't think so.
What? You want to see me self-defend myself? Go over there and pretend you're a sexual predator. Go on, I dare you!
I dare you is used when you try to challenge someone to do something that is difficult. For example,
Daddy, this hot sauce is super hot.
is it really hot?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. This is nothing for me. I could put the whole thing on my sandwich and eat it.
I dare you. Take a little bit of it.
Okay, let me try just a little bit. Oh my God, you're right. It is hot.
Go over there and pretend you're a sexual predator. Go on, I dare you!
I dare you is used when you're trying to challenge someone. For example, I tried to lift this table and I try, but it doesn't work. Kian says, it's very light. I can lift it. And I say, I dare you. Try. So I dare you means I think it is difficult and you cannot do it.
Go over there and pretend you're a sexual predator. Go on, I dare you!
Danger! Danger!
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that? Or what the hell is that? let's forget about the word hell. What is that? This is a normal question. If you add the word hell, it means you're not happy, or it means you do not like it.
What the hell was that?
For example, what is it? This is a normal question. If I ask Kian, what is it? You say,
It's an ice cap.
it's an ice cap. But if I try it and I don't like it, I say, what the hell is this? What is this? Instead you add hell. What the hell is this? If I can't find my phone, I say, where is my phone? But if I am angry, I say,
Where the hell's my phone?
where the hell is my iPhone?
A lesson in the importance of unagi.
You're a freak.
Freak. First of all, it's not a good word. People don't like it if you call them a freak. Freak means someone who's a little bit strange, unusual, and maybe a little bit scary because of what they do or how they look. So, for example, if I don't like my neighbor because they bother me, they make a lot of noise, I might say, you know what? This neighbor is a freak. This neighbor next door is a freak. Freak means strange, unusual, and a little bit scary. There are other words that mean the same thing. Kian, do you know any words that mean freak?
Weirdo.
Weirdo is a good one. Weirdo. Weirdo. Sounds like weird because weird means strange. Weirdo means someone who's very strange, a little bit awkward, or in other words, freak. All of these words are not really nice words.
Perhaps. Now I'm curious, at what point during those girlish screams would you have begun to kick my ass?
All right, so we weren't prepared.
I'm sorry I had to take such drastic measures to make my point, but I just want you guys to be safe.
Oh.
Danger!
Okay, ladies, that ends today's class. And let's remember, let's be safe out there.
It's a great class.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I was watching. Hey, a couple of questions though. You know about that last move where that woman tripped you and then pinned you to the floor?
Trip. For this word, I would like you to watch a video where this person, unfortunately, is going to trip over something and fall down. Watch this.
That last move where that woman tripped you and then pinned you to the floor?
To trip over something means you accidentally hit something and you fall down. For example, maybe there is a lot of cable on the floor and you don't see one, you trip over that and fall down. Now, it has never happened to me. I don't remember having tripped over anything.
That last move where that woman tripped you and then pinned you to the floor, what would you do next?
But let's say it has ever happened to Kian. Kian, have you ever tripped over anything and fallen down?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So one time, my little brother put all his toys on the floor of the living room. And then I tripped over one of them and fell down.
Did you get hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. Yes, we should not leave a lot of items on the floor because others might trip over them.
Hey, Phoebe! Phoebe! Oh, okay! It's okay! It's okay! No! They're doing it! No!
They're doing it. They are doing it. What are they doing? This slang, or in other words, expression, has got a completely different meaning from doing something. If you say two people are doing it, these two people would be most probably a couple, maybe a husband and a wife, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. And if they're doing it, it means maybe they're kissing each other, or maybe they're doing more than just kissing. If two people are only kissing each other, we say they are making out. Now, imagine you're going down to McDonald's and you see a boy and a girl sitting in the car kissing each other. You say, oh, look, they're making out. If it's more than that, you say, oh, look, they're doing it.
We were at Ugly Naked Guy's apartment and we saw them doing it through the window. Actually, we saw them doing it up against the window.
Yeah, the material looks so soft. Oh, hello, Mr. Bicep.
Hello, Mr. Bicep. Have you been working out? This is what you heard. Workout means exercise. Like you go to the gym and you work out. Work out means exercise. Why? Because you want to have a fit body. You want to look very strong, fit. Now, workout is a verb. You work out by going to the gym, for example, or I say, I work out 3 times a week. Now, you also heard the word bicep. This is my arm. This part is bicep. Now, I'm not flexing it. Flex means this. I make it strong, I make it firm. Now I am flexing my muscle, or I'm flexing my bicep. Why? Because it makes me look strong. Flex means you make your muscles strong. You could flex your bicep, you could flex your legs, any part of your body that has muscles. So here it says, Mr. Bicep. It means, hey, you strong guy. Now, sometimes when you see someone who has been working out a lot by going to the gym and you want to say or suggest that they look awesome, you say, hey, Mr. Bicep. It means, hey, strong man.
Yeah, the material looks so soft. Oh, hello, Mr. Bicep. I think it's just, that I haven't been with a guy in so long, and how sometimes you're looking for something and you just don't even see that it's right there in front of you, sipping coffee.
Sip, sip. This is my coffee, and obviously it is very hot. I can't drink it like water. I can't be like gulp down. I need to drink slowly, like this. This is sip. Sip means drink little by little. Sometimes when people are sipping, they make noise like this. I know it's annoying. When you make noise, it's slurp. Slurp. So I might say, stop slurping. It's annoying. Slurp is when you're drinking something. Sometimes when you're eating soup, you slurp. So sip means drink a little. And sometimes when you sip, you make noise. It's slurp. We say, don't slurp. Think about it. When you're sipping, sometimes the noise you make sounds like slurp. See? Slurp. Slurp means make noise when sipping. Sip.
In front of you, sipping coffee.
You better hurry up and fill out an application or I'm gonna beat you to it.
Fill in an application. Application refers to an application form, a piece of paper where you put in your information. Now, put in your information means you complete the form, or you could say fill in the form. Now, think about the last time you went to a bank. They asked you to complete a form. They said, can you please fill in this application form? Fill in means complete, but it also has got other different meanings. For example, I work as a teacher. If I am sick and I can't go to work, I call in sick. I say, I'm really sorry, but I can't work. And then I call my friend David, who's also a teacher. And I say, David, can you fill in for me? Fill in for me means you go to work instead of me.
You better hurry up and fill out an application or I'm gonna beat you to it.
We were at Ugly Naked Guy's apartment and we saw them doing it through the window.
Naked. Naked means you're not wearing any clothes. Nothing whatsoever. You have nothing on, not even your underwears. Now, let's think about it for a second. When people go swimming, are they naked? Not really, because they're still wearing some swimsuits, right? Naked means you have no clothes on. There are other words in English that mean naked, like nude. Nude. Nude also means naked, no clothes on, but these two words are different. Nude is used when you're talking about art, for example. You say nude art. Paintings of someone who's not wearing any clothes, or nude statues. Naked is used to describe people. If somebody's not wearing clothes, do you say, oh, look at the baby. The baby is naked or nude? Definitely, it's only naked that is correct. You can't say the baby is nude. The baby is naked.
We were at Ugly Naked Guy's apartment and we saw them doing it through the window.
I think Phoebe was hitting on me.
Hit on someone. Hit, H-I-T, means you hit someone. Hit means maybe you slap, maybe you kick, hit. But hit on someone has a completely different meaning. If I hit on someone, it means I like them. For example, I go to a party. I see a girl that I really like. I approach her. It means I get close to her. What do? I talk to her. I might say, hey, how's the party? What do you do? What do you study? I keep talking. Why? Because I like her. I'm trying to get her phone number maybe. Now, I am hitting on her means I show that I like her. Now, let's think about a scenario. Imagine I have a sister whose name is Sarah, and I have a best friend whose name is David. I see David talking to Sarah in the backyard, laughing, drinking beer. And I think, uh-oh, David is hitting on my sister. It means David likes my sister. I get angry. I go into the backyard. I say to David, dude, are you hitting on my sister? It means, are you attracted to my sister? So, to hit on someone means you show to someone that you like them. Now, there is another word that means to hit on someone. It's flirt. 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 So you could say, she was flirting with me, or she was hitting on me. Both mean she was showing that she was attracted to me. She liked me.
I think Phoebe was hitting on me. Okay, did you see that with the inappropriate and the pinching?
Inappropriate and pinching. Inappropriate means rude, not polite, unacceptable. Inappropriate. For example, touching strangers is inappropriate. Saying bad words is inappropriate. Saying bad words means swear. Swear. Swearing is obviously inappropriate. Now, what is pinch? Look at these fingers. This finger is called, in English, index. Index finger. This is thumb. Thumb. Index, thumb. Now, I'm pinching. Pinch. Pinch. Now, if you pinch someone and that person is a stranger, is this appropriate? Obviously not. You don't want to pinch any stranger's body parts.
Hi, Chandler. I miss you already.
Okay, did you see that with the inappropriate and the pinching?
Oh my God. Oh my God, she knows about us.
Are you serious?
Phoebe knows and she just wanted to freak us out.
She wants to freak us out. Freak somebody out means to scare someone, to make someone feel really scared. For example, let's talk about Halloween again. Why do people wear very scary costumes? Because they are trying to freak somebody out. To freak somebody out, it means to scare them. Not to scare very much, but it could be. It is used for other situations as well. It means to make someone feel stressed. For example, I say to my friend, let's say my classmate, today we have an exam. And then his heart starts beating like a train. I say, hey, don't worry, don't freak out. It's going to be okay. So freak out means to get scared.
Oh my God. Oh my God, she knows about us.
Are you serious?
Phoebe knows and she just wanted to freak us out.
Well, you know that thing you said before, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued.
Now think about Halloween night when people go trick and treating. People try to tease each other, to somehow play a joke on each other, or to mess with each other, which means to just tell a joke, to laugh.
Well, you know that thing you said before, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued.
You know, that you say things like that, it makes me want to rip that sweater vest right off.
Rip the vest off. I am wearing a vest. This is a vest. Rip off. To rip means to tear. This is a piece of paper. Ripping out the piece of paper. Or you might have a dollar bill, money, and you look, you say, oh, my money is ripped. Do you have some tape? Rip out means rip off is almost the same. Now in Friends, when she said rip the vest off, they mean
You know, that you say things like that, it makes me want to rip that sweater vest right off.
This is totally getting out of hand.
this is getting out of hand. Get out of hand. If you're controlling something and you have a good control over that, you're doing well. But if everything is messy and you can't control it, you say things are getting out of hand. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're throwing a birthday party for your 10-year-old son, and you look outside, you see 20 other kids swimming in the pool, some kids jumping off on the trampoline, and it's a mess. You say to your husband, uh-oh, you know what? We need to cancel the party because everything is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand means we can't control it anymore. It could happen because the situation goes crazy. You say things are getting out of hand.
This is totally getting out of hand, okay? She wants me to put lotion on her.
She's bluffing.
Bluff. If you have played cards, you must have heard this word. Let's think about one of the most popular card games in the world, blackjack. Now, you are looking at your cards. Uh-oh, and you see that you are over 21. 21 is the limit. If you go over 21, you lose. And then you say to the banker, hit me. Hit me means give me another card. It doesn't mean hit me. Hit me with one more card. And then the other person looks at you. The other person knows that you have a really bad hand, a lousy one. But you pretend that you have a good hand. So you're bluffing. Bluff means you pretend that you have something or you know something, but in fact, you don't. Now let's think about other situations. Imagine that your teacher says, next week, I will give everybody another exam. Your friend looks at you and says, don't take him seriously. You think, why? Your friend says, he's bluffing. The teacher never remembers to give us quizzes. Bluff means to pretend by doing or saying something, but it's not true.
This is totally getting out of hand, okay? She wants me to put lotion on her.
She's bluffing.
Ironically, most of the boxes seem to be labeled clothes.
Ironically. I know it sounds difficult to pronounce. Ironically. Let's break it into small words. First, let's think about the word iron. I-R-O-N. It's not iron, it's iron. I and then ren. Iron. Iron is what you use to soften your clothes, to smooth them out. Think about your shirt. You take it out of the washing machine, there are creases all over your clothes. Crease. What do? You take out an iron and you smooth out your shirt. It looks smooth, flat. Now, that's iron. Now, ironic has nothing to do with the word iron. It's completely different. When something is ironic, it means you do not expect two things to happen at the same time. What does that mean? Let me give you an example. A dentist. Do you expect a dentist to have perfect teeth? If you go to a dentist and their teeth are really bad, isn't that ironic? You might say, it's ironic that the dentist's teeth were really bad. Let me give you another example. Imagine that your house is robbed. Somebody breaks into your house and steal things. You go to the police station to report it. Now you go back and you see your car is stolen. Isn't that shocking? Because you do not expect your car to be stolen at a police station. So you say, ironically, my car was stolen at a police station. So it's ironic means it is surprising because you do not expect two things to happen at the same time.
Ironically, most of the boxes seem to be labeled clothes.
Oh, I'm gonna miss that big old squishy bug.
In this scene, they were talking about the neighbor who's a little bit overweight. Overweight means fat, not thin. And they were talking about the guy being naked because he's always not wearing any clothes. Now, they use the word squishy. Squishy means soft. Now, if you look at this pillow here, it's squishy. It means if I squeeze it, it's very soft. Squishy. Now, think about this desk. Is this a squishy? Not really. This is solid. Solid. It means it is very hard. You can't press it easily. Now, squishy. Think of balls. The ball that you play basketball is not really squishy. But think of the balls that babies play with. There is cotton inside. They're very squishy. Now, what about in Friends? They were talking about a man. Are people squishy? If somebody's a little bit overweight or kind of like fat, they are squishy.
Oh, I'm gonna miss that big old squishy bug.
Yeah, hey, then we could do that telephone thing. You know, well, you have a can, we have a can, and it's connected by a string.
Two cans connected by a string. Two cans connected by a string. Can. This is a can. You could have a can of tuna fish. You could have a can of beans. You could even have a can of soda pop like Pepsi or Coca-Cola. A can. It's a metal container. Now, two cans connected by a string. Let's think about a string. This is a rope. It's thick. Thick. Thinner than this would be a string. This is rope. Thinner would be string. We even have thread. Thread is the thinnest of all. I don't know if you could see it, but this is thread. One more time. Thread. Thicker than thread would be string. And finally you have rope. Now, I don't know about you guys. When I was a kid, we would take two cans and then we would connect them using a string and we would speak. Say, hello, can you hear me? We would imagine it were a phone. It was a very fun science activity. So remember, string, rope, thread, and can.
Yeah, hey, then we could do that telephone thing. You know, well, you have a can, we have a can, and it's connected by a string.
How are we gonna mess with them?
To mess with someone. First, think of what the word mess. Mess means dirty, not clean, not organized. For example, you go to my bedroom, my clothes are all over the floor. You say, oh my God, it's a mess in here. That's the word mess. Messy is an adjective. Messy means not organized, not very clean, someone who's not very punctual. That's messy. Now, to mess with someone means to laugh at them, to somehow tease them. What is tease? It means you make fun of someone. For example, I look at you and I say, "Oh, there is a spider on your head." And then you freak out. You say, where? And then I burst out laughing. I say, "I'm teasing you," or "I'm messing with you." It means I'm just joking. I'm kidding. Now, if you're messing with someone, it means you are teasing them, or you are playing a prank, or you are making fun of them. Some people don't like it when you tease them. When you tease somebody, sometimes you say something, sometimes you do something. For example, think about Halloween. Do people try to tease with others?
How are we gonna mess with them?
You go back out there and you seduce her till she cracks.
Seduce. Seduce. To seduce means to change someone's mind, to do something that you like. Think about advertisements. Advertisements. They could be in different forms. Sometimes you look at a magazine and you see an advertisement. And also on TV, there are many TV commercials. Commercials means advertisements. What do they try to do? They do their best to persuade you to buy their products. In other words, they try to persuade you, or they try to seduce you to buy their products. Think about fast food restaurants, the mega chains of the world like McDonald's, KFC, and all the other ones. They use a lot of very tempting photos of their juicy burgers to seduce you to purchase a burger and to eat it.
You go back out there and you seduce her till she cracks.
She touched my bicep, for crying out loud.
For crying out loud. For crying out loud. It doesn't mean cry. It doesn't mean loud. For crying out loud is used when you're angry, when you're frustrated, when you're tired. Imagine you're driving, but you're stuck in traffic. The car in front of you is taking his time, not moving, and he's being very slow. What do? You might honk the horn, beep, honk the horn, beep, and you say, "Move," for crying out loud. It doesn't mean anything. It just means I'm angry. Now, you could use it for other situations as well. For example, if you go to a restaurant and then you order some soup and the soup is costing you $50, you might turn to your friend and say, $50 for a soup? It's just a soup, for crying out loud. So, when you say "for crying out loud," you show that you're angry. And then you could have any sentences afterwards. You could say, if I am not invited to a party and I'm the best dancer, I say, "I'm the best dancer in the city, for crying out loud, and they didn't invite me to the party." Or crying out loud means, for God's sake. You just use it to show that you're angry.
She touched my bicep, for crying out loud.
Relax, she's gonna give in way before you do.
Give in. I'm sure you all know the word give. You give, for example, some money to someone. Give in has a completely different meaning. If you give in, it means you surrender. For example, imagine that you're playing some games. I don't know, I'm sure you've played these games when you were a kid with guns chasing after others. If you have a gun and somebody's running, because you could shoot them, they could put their hands in the air and say, I give in. Give in means surrender. Stop fighting because I know I'm going to lose. Give in could also be used when somebody doesn't agree with you, but then you talk to them, you change their mind, you persuade them. For example, I want to go camping. My friend Sarah doesn't want to go there. I keep talking to her, explaining why we should go to the camping. After me talking for 10 minutes, she says, okay, I give in. Let's go camping. To give in means I agree. I accept it. Maybe because you're strong, or maybe because you explain things to me.